Hello everyone, Thempire here to look at some more new cards. The new Diabellestarr lore stuff is starting to get a whole bunch of new support, and they revealed all of it, or a lot of it anyways, a lot of the new stuff. We're going to be looking at that in just a second. First, we have a couple of other cards to look through. If my voice sounds a little off, perhaps, don't worry about it. I just finished a whole stream, a whole like 4-hour stream. So yeah, voice, has been through a lot lately, but we're gonna power through. And Konami decided to release this right after my stream, so we're just gonna go through it. All right, first up, Pendulum Witch. She's adorable. I love her. She's gender. She's goals. She's my wife. She's all of the above. I love her. She's my favorite. I love her. All right, let's see what she does. Looks like she's going to kind of go into the Pendulum slurry, and I'm not happy about that. I wish she was a better card and not used for the Pendulum slurry. Alright. Pendulum affect this card's name once per turn. If a face-up, fusion, synchro, or Xyz monster you control is destroyed a battle or opponent's card fit was card in the Pendulum zone, you can add a Pendulum monster of the same original type as one of the monsters from your deck or extra deck to face up. Sure. That's okay. It's a scale 8, which is nice. It's a spellcaster and has Pendulum in its name, which is nice. Doesn't have Magician in its name though, so that's not nice. You can use the first monster effect once per turn. This card is normal Pendulum Summon. You can target one card in your Pendulum Zone, destroy both it and this card, and if you do, add a level 4 lower Pendulum monster from your deck to your hand. Okay, that seems okay. If this card in the monster zone is destroyed, you can place it in your Pendulum Zone. Oh, okay, no, this card is crazy. Okay, no, this card is insane. Oh, okay. This card is just absolutely crazy for Pendulum. I don't know what you do with it yet, because Pendulum is like a really complicated combo, but this is like a pure combo card. Like, this is pure combo right here. So there's no way this isn't good, I think. Wow. Yeah, no, she's gonna be good. I wish it was for a deck I liked. God, she's so hot. All right, next up. Goblin Paratrooper Squad. We're getting a new Goblinburg / Goblin Attack Force. Let's see what it does. Level 4 Wind Warrior. First and second effects once per turn. This card is special summon from the hand in attack position. You can target one effect monster your opponent controls, change this card defense position, and negate that target's effect while this card is in face-up defense position. Seems alright. If a card is special summoned to your opponent's field while this card is in your graveyard, you can add one. You can discard one card, add this card to your hand. Sure. This is not very good, right? Like, if this card had been printed at the same time as Goblinburg, it would be a good card, but it wasn't. And it has to be like on the field to negate its effects. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Rumpelteufel. That's how you pronounce that, by the way. I'm pretty sure Teufel. Rumpelteufel. That's like Aluber's mask, right? This is like branded stuff. It's a normal trap card, so it can be used in yeah, Teufel is German for devil. It could be used in Labyrinth or something. Declare one monster card name. Neither player can special summon a monster with that original name for the rest of the turn, except from the graveyard. Oh. Oh no. That's really good. That's like devastating for some decks. This is a really good side deck card for Labyrinth, I think. Except from the grave. Wow. That's interesting. You banish this card from your graveyard, declare one monster card name. Neither player can activate the effects of monsters on the field without original name for the rest of the turn. Even better. Wow. This is crazy. And it's a trap card, so that goes at quick play speed. So like the first effect can sometimes be used as like a reactive thing, but most of the time it's going to have to be a preemptive thing. You're going to be like, oh, you're on just trying to think of an example off the top of my head. Jesus, I am blanking. Let's say your opponent's on hero, and then you just go, no DPE this turn. All right, no DPE. I don't want to see it. Wow. This is crazy. This is, so they're definitely trying to make trap cards relevant again, and I think this is certainly one that might be. All right, enough of these though. I want to look at the lore stuff. I want to see the lore stuff. First up, Goblins, Goblin Rider. Goblin Rider Doug the Assaulter. I know it's Doug as in D-U-G, but saying Doug the Assaulter makes me think O-U-G. Hi, my name's Doug. I'm the Assaulter. You'll use the first and second names effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is in your hand, you can detach one Xyz material from a monster on field. If you do, special summon this card. This is a very Spring Ends effect, and I don't like it. Spring Ends suck. They're like okay now, but it took a really long time for them to get even remotely playable. So I don't like this kind of effect that requires you to have already set up to be able to do special summons. If this card is normal special summon, you can add a Goblin Rider spell trap for your deck to your hand. At least you could just normal summon it and get an effect off. They're level 3s. Might be interesting for 3-axis. Especially since they seem to be Ixies oriented. 3-axis could be very interesting for these guys. You'll use the first and second name of this card's effect once per turn. I think I put that backwards. If this card is normal summon, if this card is normal or special summon, you can target one Goblin monster in your graveyard, except for Goblin Rider Clutter the Noisy. Oh yeah, this guy's name is Goblin Rider Clutter the Noisy. Great, awesome. And then special summon it. Any goblin. So like Goblin King, Mind Goblin, the Calligrapher Goblin, maybe? I don't know why you'd want to summon any of those. During your opponent's main phase, this card is in your graveyard. Quick effect, you detach a Xyz material from a monster on field, and if you do, special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. It still feels really Springans. I don't know. Goblin Rider Boon the Mach Speed. During the main phase, this card is in your hand or graveyard. You can quick effect. You cannot special summon Goblin Rider Boon the Mach Speed until the end of the next turn. Also, detach one Xyz material from the monster on field if you do special summon this card. Oh, so this has the same effect as the one up top, except it can also be from grave, and it doesn't have another effect after that. It's just an extender. But only if you have an Xyz material to detach. Goblin Rider Reiketsu... Oh, wait, sorry. Mianda the Cold-Blooded. Reiketsu Mianda. It's like a girl goblin. You only use the first and second effects of this card's name each once per turn. If this card is normal special summon, you can special summon one goblin monster from your hand, except for Goblin Rider Mianda the Cold-Blooded. Okay, this one is pretty alright. If this card is in your graveyard, this is like, but none of the other ones do anything like this. Well, okay, so this one can do from graveyard, so if there's a way to discard, then we might have something going on here. But like, if there's not any way to easily discard the goblin monsters, then we're looking at a deck with only one starter, and that's just not good enough. You need a lot more starters for the consistency. Alright, you can special summon a goblin. If this card's in your graveyard, you can detach an Xyz monster from a card and monster on field, and if you do, special summon this card. Oh, cool. So it also has that effect, but then banish it when it leaves the field. Okay, well, it also has that effect, but it banishes itself when it leaves the field, except you're going to be making an Xyz monster with it. So it won't happen, actually. Unless your opponent interrupts you. But yeah, so what you can do is you can like make an Xyz, blah, 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 blah. You can detach this material to get one of your other guys on the field. Then you can use its effect to summon itself, and then use the effect to summon another one, theoretically. Alright, so here's the rank 3 Xyz. You'll use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card is Xyz summon, you can detach one if this card is Xyz, you can add one goblin monster from your deck to your hand. Just search any goblin. Any goblin. All of them. Goblin King, baby. Does Goblin King only works with level 1 monsters, though, right? Am I making that up? Am I misremembering? If an Xyz material is detached from a monster on the field, you can target one other face-up monster on the field, attach it to this card as material. Whoa! Whoa, that's a crazy effect. That's any monster on the field. So that's like your opponent's stuff too, right? Your opponent like detaches for effect, and then you just scoop them up. It doesn't negate the effect though, but it does scoop them up. Or scoop up any other monster on field. Ooh, that's really cool. That's really good actually. During each end phase, you can attach one goblin monster from your deck to this card as material. Whoa, okay. Okay, Goblin's Crazy Beast. Is this related to DD Crazy Beast? Also, this guy was called Goblin Rider Big Head Gabonga. Alright, so this is a rank 6. How are we making this? You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per duel. Once per turn, quick effect. You target one spell trap on the field, detach 2 Xyz materials from the monsters on the field, and if you do, attach that card to this material, to this card's material. Okay, so that can, like, steal your opponent's spell traps and field spells, I think, too. That seems alright. From monsters on field, like, your opponent's monsters, too? Is that how that works? Is on field assumed to be any monster on field, or are we talking about... Because it just says from monsters on field, not your monsters on field. Is that a translation issue or something? I don't know. If you... That's a quick effect, too. The monster you control will be destroyed by a card effect. You can detach one material from this card instead. Which, it being a quick effect means you can stop, like, Fire Formation, Tenki, and stuff like that. Monster you control will be destroyed by a card effect. Detach one material from this card instead. That seems pretty alright, especially since you can attach material. Although you have to detach 2 to attach 1. So it's a little bit like, what is it called? Although it says detach 2 material from monsters on field, not from your monsters. So it doesn't matter. And it is not from this one specifically. Okay. If this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it and you can attach 1 goblin monster from your graveyard to it as material. Wow. That's a once per duel. Oh, okay. I was like, that's really powerful. No, it's a once per duel. It's still pretty powerful, but it's only a once per duel. That's fine. Continuous spell. Alright. Now use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. Goblin monster you control gain 300 attack for each goblin monster you control. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 goblin monster in addition to your normal summoner set. Never mind! I completely take back what I was saying earlier. All you really need is you have two starters now. You have the normal summon that special summons, and you have this guy, and you also have like a potential starter that's more of an extender. But all right, and then also this art is really cute. They have Diabellestarr's wanted poster. That's fun. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 goblin monster in addition to your normal summon. Oh, you already read that. You can target 2 goblin monsters you control that have a level to activate one of these effects. The levels of one of them become the level of the other. Their levels become their total original levels. So this can make goblin monsters that aren't level 3, level 3. And it can also take 2 of the level 3 goblins and make them level 6 to make Goblin's Crazy Beast. So that's how we do that. I don't know how I feel about that. That doesn't seem like the best way to do that. But I think the rank 3 is honestly good enough that I don't think you need to be going into the 6th one very often. Anyways, also here's another one with, oh my god, I like this lore. This lore is so fucking cute. Diabellestarr is just going like, well, these guys are like displaying they're gonna catch her or something. Grand entrance of the Goblin Rider. Yeah, they're having a grand entrance. She's just like, come on. Great, awesome. Alright, add a goblin monster from your deck to your hand. Then you can detach 1 Xyz material from a monster on the field if you do special summon 1 level 4 or lower goblin monster from your hand. Wow. That's really good. But I've learned, I mean, it's still a Rhoda if you use it. I've learned that cards that require Xyz detach to activate can be really not good. But you know, hey, Springen's Tally Ho is still pretty decent, I guess. It really screwed me over in 3 shots to duel, is all I'll say. You can banish this card from your graveyard, detach 1 Xyz material from a monster on field, and then you can add 1 goblin monster from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, so it recycles as well. That seems pretty good. Alright, and then a continuous trap. Goblin Rider Stampede. That's a hell of an art right there. Continuous trap. You'll use you'll one of the first and seconds and only once per turn. During main phase, you can immediately after this effect resolves, Xyz summon using only goblin materials you control, goblin monsters you control as material. So you have a quick Xyz. None of these have an on summon oh wait, this one has an on summon effect, just add a goblin monster. I don't think that's relevant, really. If you control a goblin Xyz monster, you can target one effect monster on the field, detach 1 Xyz material from a monster on field, and if you do, negate that target's effects until the end of this turn. Well, this seems alright too. I think you probably just search this, right? These search cards, right? No, that search was a monster. Monster. Is there no way to search goblin spell traps? I don't think any of these search the traps in the spells. So, I don't know if you play that then. Like, if there's not a way to search the wait, here we go. Goblin Rider spell trap. So yeah, that one we might run one of the continuous trap to search out with Doug. These actually seem pretty good. And they're 3-axis too, so you can also go into the Alucard Ghost Trick engine to make an easy utopic Draco Future. These guys are really good. Like already, just like with one set, they're gonna have another like wave soon, and that's gonna make them even better. All right, more Diabellestarr lore, and this time we're getting more Diabellestarr stuff. She's got a pet, Snake Eye Populace. It's the level 1 fire, which means it can be searched off of the original sin Snake Eye. That's what it's called. You can only use the first, second, and third effects of this card's name once per turn. If this card added to your hand except by drawing it, you can special summon it. I don't know how you would do that. If this card is normal or special summon, you can add Snake Eye spell trap from your deck to your hand. That you can easily do. And then you can just add a Snake Eye. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one fire in your graveyard, place it face up in the owner's spell trap and zone as a continuous spell. And that, okay, so this makes Diabellestarr synergize more with the Snake Eye monsters. That's basically what this is. I think there's probably a card in the Snake Eye archetype that would add it to your hand and then let you special summon it. So this one doesn't work so much for the Diabellestarr package and more for the Snake Eyes, like Diabellestarr stuff. Which makes sense because it is a Snake Eyes monster and not a Diabellestarr monster. But there's a new Snake Eyes spell card as well, a Dramatic Chase. Looks like it features Diabellestarr chasing after one of the goblins who has stolen the pet, the little populace, and also a whole bunch of the Goblin Riders behind her chasing her. You only use the first and second effect this card's name once per turn. Place one Diabellestarr monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in the owner's spell trap zone as a continuous spell. Oh. During the end phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one monster card treated as a continuous spell you control, special summon it. Oh. So, this is a really slow way to get Diabellestarr out. So like there's the searcher, the one that is like original sin hunter soldier spy or whatever the fuck. And that one searches out Diabellestarr as a quick effect. This one places Diabellestarr in the spell trap zone and then summons a monster card from the spell trap zone, which will probably be Diabellestarr. And then Diabellestarr can search a continuous spell and set it to the field instead of adding it to hand. And so she can get like a quick play spell and put it on the field. I I don't know that you, again, I think this is more one that you're going to end up doing as part of the Diabell like playable archetype with Snake Eyes, probably even more likely. I really don't think this adds to the Diabellestarr package. I mean, the thing about a package is you want it to be light anyways. The fact that Diabellestarr is only a, you know, what you want to call it, 6, 7, 8 card investment is like one of the benefits of it. And adding, you know, 3 more cards to that really, and like 3 more cards that are really slow, because what it does is it sets Diabellestarr as a spell trap and then it summons it in the end phase. So you only get the effect off in the end phase, so you don't get to do stuff like the Snake Eye to get the level 1 fire monster, which is like the whole point of the Diabellestarr package as of current. But you know, it does get Diabellestarr on field, and then she can set Luciella, which is a really good interruption card. I don't know how to feel about this one. This one is this one needs testing. I don't think it's good, but it needs testing. Also, the fact that you could theoretically summon a Snake Eye, like if you're using this in the actual Snake Eye deck, I think it's has a lot more application. This guy is really good in the Snake Eye deck, I think. This one I'm not so sure about. It's like questionable. I'd have to see some testing with it first to really make sure. But that looks pretty decent, and the Goblin cards look really good. I'm really impressed by them. I love the Pendulum Witch girl. She's so cute. That trap card is crazy, and that other Goblin card exists. It's searchable from the Goblin archetype. I don't know why you would play it in the Goblin deck, because it's a level 4 monster instead of a level 3, but I guess it is an extender kinda, and so is Goblinburg. Anything that has Goblin in the name, you know, works in there. So I guess that's why that continuous spell has the ability to switch specifically for like Goblinburg and that new card, so that you could turn them into level 3s so you can do stuff. I don't think you want to play them, honestly. I feel like there's enough playables in these new Goblin cards that you don't bother, right? I don't know. Let me know what you think, and I'll see ya in the next one. Bye! Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!